heading to the library with a bunch of stuff in my backpack because why not? Okay, spent like roughly 3 hours, give or take, at the library, maybe a little bit more because I came before 2, and I usually go from like 2 to 5ish. And so we not tackled because we didn't complete it in class. We did start work on 3 different classes and got through a decent amount, so that's good, but still none officially done. And so yeah, forgot to mention because I got distracted by the people walking and the cars just happening everywhere, so I also don't know if it's connected to my headphones right now, but I'm going to get dinner. I think kava again, just because I want like a pita wrap in a way. So yeah, don't know what I'm actually gonna get though, but that's fine, I'll figure it out. And for 3 hours of work, reading decent amount of pages and watching way too many videos, I would say, and I printed off 2 of my study guides. One is for this week and one's for the following week. And productive, especially when there were so many groups talking, which I don't mind. It was the 2nd floor, so they could, but like, yeah. Also, that's just my preference, and today I wasn't really distracted by it, but sometimes it's just too much and like you just can't focus at all. Today wasn't that bad, but it was a little bit distracting, but there's nothing I could really control about that because it is a public space and I knew that going into it. So yeah, just be like that sometimes. I find it so interesting how yesterday it was in the 70s and today it's like in the 50s, but that also could just be because of the wind and that I'm not wearing a jacket. But like yesterday I was wearing similar to what I'm wearing now, short sleeves and pants, like long pants, and I was sweating when I walked out of my building. I'm wearing the same thing and now I'm like freezing. It's 2 days apart, barely 24 hours. Like what? What's going on, Florida? Also, I forget how packed my parking lot gets on a Sunday because of Mass. Because I do park at the church lot, but this is a lot. Like, we don't normally have that many vehicles here. Fun. Okay, I have my car parked, but because of a vehicle being so close to my parking lot, I couldn't back out. Like, well, I could, but like, that was so many like pivots and turns and stops, and I was like, there were so many other places for you to go. Okay, well, I got my food and I was getting back into my parking lot, but like I said, my parking lot is the church overflow parking lot, and it's pretty tricky to get in and out when there's so many cars. So Mass just ended, and so everyone was leaving. It's like a one-way street, like you can't fit more than one car at once, and so I was stuck 10 minutes at the entrance of my parking lot because everyone was leaving and they would not let me get into my own parking that I paid because they're not paying on the weekends. And it's kind of frustrating. But now my hair is blowing in my face. Fun. Okay. Off to the library once again. And this time we're going earlier to get more work done. Yesterday, afterwards, after dinner, I did study for chem, got some stuff done for research, and then a bunch of other things as well. And so we'll see how much we can get done today. I need to start the study guide for brain and behavior, continue with chem, and tackle everything else. Readings for my religion course. I'll start with the longest one today with the amount of pages, because I have 3 readings, 24 pages, 11 and 5, and usually I start with the shorter ones and then I dread doing the longer ones, so I'm just going to do the longer one today to make it easier for myself, especially since my initial discussion post is due the day I have my chem test, and so I don't want to think about religion during chem, even though chem I do have like first thing in the morning, but like still. And then and the reason why I don't want to do that is because the chemistry assignment I have to is due Thursday. So I'm like, okay, that's not on the test, so I don't want to touch that until after the test, just so I could like focus on the topics, which does mean Thursday I do have to like, in a sense, rush through it, but because I'm organizing, so that's the only thing I have to do on Thursday, it won't be such a big deal that I will have a lot of chemistry work to do on Thursday, because the assignment is due at like midnight, so I have all day to do it after my first class, only class on Thursday. So it will be fine, because I'm thinking ahead and I'm not just like pushing it all to one day. To the last moment. With that one I am, but I'm like making it so it would be fine that I'm doing that. Hopefully that makes sense. We'll see. And then some things that I have to do I can't do until like I go to that class, because that's just how it's scheduled. So yeah. It's 40 degrees. And the wind is making my eyes cry. Okay, but like, why did it go from 70 degrees now down to 40 degrees? Like, I want to put my winter stuff away. And also, who knew you needed winter clothes in Florida? Especially if you got early classes like I do.